All right, hey, what's going on, everyone? Aaron Yoon coming at you from New York City once again, and today was a pretty decent day, for finally, in terms of in terms of the futures trading. Um, so let's get right into it. As I mentioned yesterday, starting this week and moving forward, the priority is going to be in trading quarters. Now, I'm still learning. I don't consider myself a professional or anything like that yet. I've only been at this maybe 8 months actually. I've been at this 8 months on and off, and I really just kind of hit my stride, more so during after COVID hit, and we were just forced to be in lockdown. So this has been quite a journey for me, and I think I finally found like my rhythm. Finally found what kind of player, what kind of trader I am. I view it as kind of like a kind of like when I used to play basketball, and there was at one point where I played basketball like a four or a five position, which is like a big man position, like a power forward or a center position back in the day. But then I stopped growing in high school, and then I had to learn how to adjust and change up my game to play more of a wing position. And I think just because that's kind of what the environment was giving me, and I think that kind of this trading environment definitely reminds me of having to make adjustments on that level. Right, it was very uncomfortable. I had to learn how to like shoot better and stuff like that, and I got there eventually. And so this reminds me of that. I only took a couple of trades today because I am up to other things outside of trading. And for for my business and everything like that, I might do a vlog about that as well if I figure out how I want to format that. It might be a different format than this. So I only took a couple of trades today, and man, I did miss out on a bunch of other things. But overall, I got $400 out of the market today. Not really going to complain about that. It was like I was trading all of like maybe an hour. And then I had to run errands, and then I had a bunch of appointments and conference calls and stuff like that. And man, I do wish I had let some of my trades run. But given my situation, I'm not going to poo-poo what I actually did and the results that I actually got. It's just that's just me showing off a little bit of my greed there, a little bit. That's coming through. Excuse me, your greed is showing. That kind of thing. So they're really super simple. There's only a couple of trades that I took today, and this one of them is on the S&P. If I can get this to reload and show my there we go. Here's the S&P. So again, unlike the previous 3 or 4 weeks, I am not going to jump on the bandwagon of the opening range breakout trade anymore. That is not my let's say like my main strategy, my primary strategy. That's not my go-to move. I experimented with that for a month. It's hit or miss. It is profitable, but I don't like it nearly as much as I like the quarters. So this actually makes me feel a lot better, and I think emotions are a huge part to this game that doesn't get talked about enough. But so what ended up happening was, let me show you right here. You can see that I took the short here. I'm on a 5-minute chart, not because I'm trading off a 5-minute chart, but it's the best way to show you where I got in and where I got out. I made $100 in like literally 15 minutes, and then I didn't look at it past that. I ended up taking not taking any more trades after that because I left. But man, do I wish I participated in some of this. Anyway, that's hindsight. So what the reason that I took this quarter, going back to, I took a short from this dotted line, which is 31.50 down 1/4 to 31.25. Why did I take a short? Well, I used the RSI to help me determine what direction I want to go in. Because if you look just at the overnight, it's just a lot of choppiness. we had the huge drop, and then it's just hovering around between these two solid green lines and just dancing around this dotted green line, which is it's there's a name for this. We call this a butter 50 among some of my my traders that learned this strategy from the same teacher. We call this a butter 50. That's why it's like a kind of not the safest place to be, and it's just kind of dancing around in there. But when I saw this, when I saw the price dropped a little bit and momentum dropped steep, it dropped even not just below 40, but also below 30. It's like this is RSI is at like 25. That means really, really a strong bearish momentum. So I'm looking for sells at this point. I just want to hop on the trend. After this choppiness, I decided, okay, like now you're revealing to me the defense has revealed its hand. Like it telegraphed what kind of defense it was going to give me. So I'm looking for shorts. I immediately placed a sell on 3150, and it just textbook entry, textbook profit, and I didn't go beyond that. And I'm glad I didn't, because look, it just reversed. I could have, maybe I wanted to hold for it, but the thing is here, you right away I see divergence. This divergence indicator is really hit or miss. I'm finding like it's not showing all the divergence. It's got its own criteria, and I'm not a coder and I don't understand. So like this is automatically generated, but the real divergence that was actually a key decision making factor is this right here. Can you see that? Yeah. So you can see that the RSI is going up, but the what just happened here? I just got triggered on something. That's not possible. The market's closed. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a minute. The RSI is making higher lows, but the price is making lower lows. They're disagreeing. Whenever there's disagreement between the price and the RSI, that we call that divergence. In this case, because the RSI is going up, we call that positive divergence. And that means when it's positive divergence, it means momentum is starting to shoot back up. So there's a good chance, it's like a warning signal, that price is going to start going up again. I don't want any shorts if I see divergence like that. So I'm actually glad that I took profit early. I actually, at this point, I had already left my desk to do other things, hop on phone calls, meetings, and ultimately run some errands outside. But man, like, I didn't know that it was going to actually turn into just bullish pressure, right? But let's just play the game of like, if I was at my desk, what would I have done? I would not have taken the 3125 to 3150. I can tell you that. What I would do is wait until this until the RSI either breaks above 60 or shows two lows that don't make it below 40, right? So here's one low right here, definitely below, not above 40. And let's see here. Here's another low that makes it, it's a higher low, but it still counts, I think. And that also keeps the RSI is staying above 40. Now I'm interested in buying, right? This is me just making sure that I'm not going to get faked out, right? I don't want to get faked out here. So I would take, I don't know if I would have made this buy. I might have gotten in on this 15-minute candle if I was just watching it like a hawk. This is at 1 o'clock. I was not looking at the market at 1 o'clock today. I kind of wish that I was, because again, textbook example from 3150 all the way to 3175, and it's easing its way up. Market's closed at the moment, but now it looks like it's easing its way up all the way into 3200 with bullish pressure. Who knows what's going to happen at 6 p.m. when the market opens for like the Globex overnight hours? We don't know what's going to happen, but for now the momentum's above 60, so for I'm I'm bullish on this. I'll wait for the market to open before I do anything, but I am I'm feeling a little bit of FOMO on this because I wish that I was around to take this train, to ride the train up. I definitely know I would not have taken this here as strong as this move was, and as quick of a profit I could have taken here. I probably, honestly, if I'm being honest, I probably, even if I was around, I would have only gotten in on this maybe, and then maybe added another order here. So that was one trade. That's a win. That was $125. The other $375 comes from this trade. I'm actually in a long position here that is doing nothing, right? This is another thing that I was looking at, right? This is probably better shown on a 30-minute chart, but I saw that the momentum broke above 60, and so I was interested in buys, right? Just to enter at the 750. That's a big quarter. Energy markets, we go with a big quarter, not a small quarter, right? The S&P, we use small quarters. I'm looking for buys from here, 750 all the way up to the hesitation band, which is 825. It's just been chopping around ever since 9:30, or when did I get in? I got entered around noon, and it's just been chopping around here. I came back later. I've been checking it on my phone and stuff like that. No real action there. I wonder if I'm just gonna cut it because it's just really stagnant. I don't know yet. Sometimes I'll let the trade play out. Sometimes I'll cut it. Either way, I'm like, it's a little bit iffy. I actually should have cut my trade from earlier, because the one loss that I had wasn't actually a quarters trade. It was a trade idea that I got from somebody else, and that's why my profit is not 500. It's only 400. I did take a loss today, so 2 wins and 1 loss today, and the 1 loss wasn't even a quarters trade. It was a trade idea from a teacher that I follow, and he had a lot of other trades that were super profitable. But I mean, I can't take them all. I only have so much margin, and the one that I took ended up being the loser. Like, go figure. Like I of all the trades that he took, there were only there was like 8 trades that he posted. 2 of them were losers, and I picked one of the 2 that were losers. Ridiculous odds, but whatever. Anyway, my winner was from crude oil. This was a bigger win. So same idea here. I am looking. So this is the overnight session from yesterday. I am looking. I noticed that the price is hovering around. It's hugging the green line, the hesitation band off the 40. Right, off the 39.25, 3 quarters down from the big major number. It is hugging it, and it is kind of dancing around it. It looks like it wants to go up, but I am not convinced yet because of this kind of action down here. Now, what ends up giving it away for me actually is there is divergence here, and again, this stupid indicator is not really picking it up, but it might be hard to see. Oh god, it might be harder to see, but the price is actually going lower here, and whereas the RSI is actually going up here, right? It's subtle, but it is there, and you just gotta like train your eye to see it. And this same as what we saw on the S&P. This indicates, it's a warning sign that the price might start going up again. So at that point, I'm not interested in buys yet, although I am paying attention. I wait for a low that does not make it below 40, right? So here's a low right here, and you see that it didn't break below 40, which means, all right, that's I need two reasons. I need more than one reason to get into a trade. That's one of the many things that I that I learned that is making me a much more discerning kind of trader. And so when I saw this, I was like, all right, let's place the order here. Let's get in. And I didn't. I was hoping to get triggered here. I was honestly concerned that I was going to miss it because it was so close to my target already. I was like, man, did I miss this? So I had an order sitting there. I didn't know what was going to happen, but it was eating up my margin to sit there. But I didn't actually do any of these like multiple contracts because I had trades kind of spread out, and I wasn't able to take advantage of like my my strategy where I can take multiple contracts, book some profits in, and play the rest with house money and just kind of let it run. That didn't happen at all. Even though I only took the one contract, got in, not on the open pretty much at 9 a.m. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous because I'm so conditioned to think like and pay attention to the opening breakout trades that I was like, oh no, what if this crashes below? But I didn't, and not to mention like it did start showing me like RSI below 40, and I was like, oh no, what, like, is this gonna, am I gonna be wrong here? So I did get a little bit nervous, but it ended up being okay. I think it just had a lot of bullish pressure from before, and I think like I'm just guessing here, but I'm guessing that the like a lot of novices started coming in at 8 a.m. when day trading like rates start kicking in, and it's cheaper to get into trades. 8 a.m. people started to sell off, trying to do more of what they did yesterday, and then at 9:30, boom! Like literally in 30 minutes, I made my money. So I made my money all like very very quickly this morning, which was actually an encouraging sign because I had a lot to do besides trading today, and that's it. So I had not much action. I guess if I had held it, if I had more than one contract, I would have taken profit on this and then held the other one to kind of see what happens. Although this didn't actually make it anywhere. Let's get this out of here. This didn't actually make it to the next target, but we'll see. It is strong bullish pressure. We'll see what happens tomorrow. That's it for today, guys. I had 2 wins and 1 loss. Can't really complain. I wish I had more time, like, sitting in front of the screen and hopping on different trades and whatnot. But what are you gonna do? Oh, I also have this one trade that's just kind of been doing nothing all day. This trade right here. We'll see what happens with that. If it ends up stopping me out, okay, I actually end up making a little bit less money today. But if it ends up hitting profit, then it ends up bringing more. So that's why I didn't count this. We don't know what's going to happen yet, so I didn't count it into my daily performance balance. So for now, I'm up $400 something. Can't really complain, and hopefully we can continue the streak, or rather turn this into a streak on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm actually gonna be super busy on Wednesday and Thursday, so my vlog won't come in until like later in the evening, because I'm gonna be on a virtual summit during this time, during like the 5 to 6 window, during 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern, where I usually like to talk about all this stuff because market's closed, right? For equities anyway, for just the equity. I know other markets are open, but so that's it for today. Let's just make sure that you're subscribed if you want to see more how I'm doing more content just like this on a daily basis. Although I did mention that, you know, Wednesday and Thursday I will be broadcasting live a little bit later in the evening because that's just the way my schedule is shaping out to be. So, but I will be on, and I will share with you trades, assuming that I get into any. There is a chance that I won't get triggered on any because I won't lay out that many trades because I'm not going to be around to manage them. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned for another episode of my trading vlog tomorrow, for another video from YouTube. Take care, everybody. Good night.